Hello everybody, my name is Felix Ludozan. I am a PMP certified project manager from Germany, and I'm a big fan of the earned value method, which in my eyes is the most powerful method to monitor project progress and to predict future project performance. Nevertheless, I realize that many people are struggling to understand the basic indicators of earned value. That's why I thought it would be a good idea to make a short video and explain earned value based on a simple example. So let's directly jump into this example. If you have a look at this wonderful construction site, you realize that there is space for another building, and that will be the most expensive tower in this town. And you have been just appointed to manage the construction of this tower. So let's have a look at your project plan first. The project is planned to start on January 1st, and the end date is planned for December 31st of the same year, which means that you have 12 months to finish the building, which has 120 floors. Every floor will cost you $1 million, and the plan is to finish 10 floors per month. That means the planned value at the end of January is $10 million. At the end of February, it's $20 million, and so on. And the planned value at the end on December 31st is $120 million. So this is the plan. Now let's imagine we have end of August and have a look at the project indicators. Starting with the planned value, which is $80 million at the end of August. And if we look at the actual cost of work performed, which is the cost of the work completed by end of August, regardless whether we paid the bills or not. So the ACWP is $75 million, which at first sight sounds great because planned value is 80 million, actual cost is 75, which means we spent less money than planned, so it looks like we're doing good. But let's have a look at the building. So the plan was to finish 80 floors after 8 months, but then we realized that we have actually only finished 70 floors. That means we have completed work which is worth $70 million, and this figure is called earned value, or budgeted cost of work performed, BCWP. Now, we are aware that we have been too slow and that we have a delay, and we can now calculate the schedule variance, SV, which is earned value minus planned value. In our case, minus $10 million. The minus value indicates that we are late. Next, we might think, okay, 10 million is not too bad because we have a total budget of 120 million and we can catch up. But what if we had the same schedule variance after, let's say, 2 months, end of February? So we would have finished 10 floors instead of 20, and the schedule variance would have been the same, minus $10 million. Would that have the same weight like after 8 months? Well, certainly not. And that's why we are using the SPI, Schedule Performance Index, which is earned value divided by the planned value. And after August, it is 0.88. Now think back in February, it would have been 0.5. So let's recap. A value of 1.0 shows that we are on track, but the lower the value, the worse we are doing in terms of time. And with a value of 0.5, we would be in big trouble because we would need to speed up much more in order to catch up and return to 1.0. And with an SPI value of 0.88, things look much better. Okay, now we know we have been too slow. So is everything else fine? No, it's not, because if we look again at the earned value, the 70 million, and compare it with the actual cost of work performed, the 75 million, we realize that we have actually spent 5 million more than we should have spent for the 70 floors completed. That means we are not only slow, but we are also burning money. So let's calculate the cost variance, CV, which is earned value minus actual cost of work performed. It's minus $5 million. The same here. We have another indicator called Cost Performance Index, CPI, which is earned value divided by actual cost of work performed, and which in our case at the end of August is 0.93. As a conclusion, starting with September, we need to be faster and we need to save money at the same time. And to get a feeling about how much you need to improve to meet the budget at the end of the project, you can use another indicator, which is called To Complete Performance Index, TCPI. And that is budget minus earned value divided by budget minus actual cost of work performed. And in our case, it's 1.11. 1.11 means that from now on until the end of the project, your CPI must be 1.11 to stay in budget. There are also a few other indicators related to earned value, but these were the most important from my point of view. I hope you liked this presentation and that you can take away something for your career out of this. Thanks for watching and see you soon.